Welcome to whatever the this is, in a federal election outcome best described as a mediocre weekday orgy, where everyone showed up with high expectations, no one really left satisfied, and somehow everyone lost something they came in with, or as was said on election night.
But just look at the sheer girth of this thing.
Let's move on to the Liberals, because it was a big win for the Liberals and Mark Carney, albeit a minority government. And if you thought, wait, is that Carney right there wearing a Volkswagen custom hoodie to show support for the ailing tariff-ridden auto sector during election night? You would be wrong, because that wasn't a VW logo. It was a tribute to the greatest Canadian comeback story of all time. No, not this Liberal campaign, but the band Down with Webster. Yes, that's the Toronto band Down with Webster live at Carney's party. It was surprising that they were available. Yes, dancing the night away, that's Mark Carney and his wife celebrating with the now infamous elbows up dance move, which will be added to the Canadian dance lexicon, joining some recent additions, including the notwithstanding hop, where you jump on the Charter of Rights, the carbon tax step back, a sneaky fun one, and the Christia. This is the one, of course, where you push aside and then stab your best friend and governing partner. Next, to the Conservatives, and if you're the Conservatives and Pierre Poilievre, well, you lost. You're not going to be in government. But you won 41% of the vote, which is a historic high, and you came within 13,000 votes of forming your own government. And Pierre, he'll probably keep his job, just not the job that allows him to do his job.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre has been defeated in the riding he held for 20 years.
That's right, Pierre Poilievre, he rode the change wave so hard in the final days, even his own riding took the hint and changed him right out of Parliament. But the real Conservative election night drama, the Conservative MP from Oshawa North went full WWE on Doug Ford.
You know, this guy's a political genius because he beat Bonnie Crombie and Stephen Del Duca, and it's not like this guy is doing anything particularly well.
And Ford's response the next day? Simply iconic.
Hi everyone, Smile Cookies are back at Tim Hortons, and proceeds from every Smile Cookie will go straight to local charities.
Okay, you might be thinking, what did you just watch? Well, you watched perfection there, okay? I have no notes. You know what you do when someone hits you so hard on national television? You come back and you say something so fucking cunning, something so deep and piercing, you tell them to smile more. But then you do it with charity cookies? That's actually perfect. It's actually the most famous Canadian political baked goods clapback since Pearson famously told Diefenbaker in the House, and I want to read this just to make sure I get it right. Why not take a deep breath and enjoy a butter tart and this locally sourced jam from the Niagaras, you dumb f***? Okay, let's move on to the NDP, because for them, shit kind of went haywire, but they still kind of got something. They lost party status, they lost a stack of seats, they lost votes, not just to the Liberals, but to the Conservatives in many places in Ontario, and then this happened.
That I'll be stepping down as party leader as soon as an interim leader can be appointed.
Yes, that's right, as roughly 4 people tried to stage an emotional intervention, Jagmeet Singh made it clear. His time was up. And yet, somehow, despite all of this, the NDP are relevant, because with the Liberals failing to form a majority government, the NDP aren't exactly in charge, but like a pack of progressive raccoons with their social policy and their moral high ground loose in a power plant, they've definitely chewed through enough wires to stay in the circuit. We're kind of reliant on them now, and I, for one, I salute those raccoons. And finally, the Green Party said, F it, we're all gonna die, let's fiddle the night away.
Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
We've got more to cover in this episode, but first, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. But the real story of this election outcome isn't what happened. It's what almost happened. You see, the Bloc Québécois, yes, the Bloc, came dangerously close to being the party the Liberals absolutely needed. If you tuned into election night coverage here, or even here, you would have seen it. The Liberals were so close to needing the Bloc to help them stay in power to get that 172 minimum seat count. And in an election where Donald Trump is openly flirting with annexing Canada, that is a problem.
An artificial country with very little meaning called Canada.
That's a direct quote right there. But not from Trump, but from the leader of the fucking Bloc.
An artificial country with very little meaning called Canada.
Can you imagine the memification our country has narrowly avoided? An election that was singularly about preventing Trump from annexing Canada, where Carney and the Liberals have to get the support of a guy and a party who think Canada is less real than Trump does. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting having the bloc by your side would not be the greatest political short-circuiting mind of all time for Trump. You can just see it now. Sitting there with Trump, it's Carney and Blanchet. And Trump is like, listen, I want all of it. And Blanchet is like, it, take all of it. And Trump is like, wait, what? You just want to give it away? Why? What's wrong with it? And Blanchet just shrugs and like, honestly, what's wrong with it? All of it. It's all shitty and it's not even real. You think they have that chapter in The Art of the Deal? Okay, maybe I'm not connecting with you in terms of the severity of the situation and what could have happened. Let's use bar graphs. Let's start simple. Okay, here's a bar graph for the white dudes in this scenario. There's 3. Okay, that's Blanchet, that's Carney, and that's Trump. 3 white dudes, 0 non-white dudes. Okay, we're good? Here's a second bar graph. This is a bar graph of those 3 white dudes that believe in Canada. You'll see there's 2 that do and 1 that does not. Except the one that does not is Blanchet, negotiating with Trump, a guy who believes in Canada and wants to annex it, with a guy who doesn't even believe in the place, is the most fucking crazy shit of all time. And we were nearly there. And if you're sitting around saying, wait, that's not how we negotiate shit. We don't take the, I don't care about any of it. This is how crazy the situation would have been. And if you're Carney in this situation, because I'm going to keep going, if you're Carney, what are you thinking? As these 2 are trying to trade off your country, one who wants it and the other one who doesn't think it's real, you're probably just sitting there with the map saying, of course we're real. Look at how vast we are. Look at how big we are. Of course we're a real country.
But just look at the sheer girth of this thing.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Also, please share it with your network. For exclusive content and to support our progressive advocacy, visit forwardcanada.ca. Join a growing movement of those fighting for progress on healthcare, education, workers' rights, public services and institutions, the environment, and much, much more.